Hey guys, injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and today's topic is, what does it mean if an attorney turns down my medical malpractice case? And what implications does that have for me going forward? Well, here's the thing. A lot of attorneys, when they talk to you about their medical malpractice case, the first thing that they're going to ask you is, have other attorneys looked at the case and rejected it? And did they tell you why? Now, that's a popular thing to do for attorneys who aren't really looking very carefully at the case, and frankly, younger attorneys. Now, it is a question that I ask, but younger, less experienced attorneys ask that question because if anyone turned your case down, they just assume that it's a problem case and that it can't be won. There's, some severe problem with the case, and I've often talked to a lot of people who a loved one or they have dealt with medical malpractice, and a medical malpractice injury or a doctor's mistake, and the answer of why their first attorney turned the case down didn't even make sense. Like, the reason they say in their letter or verbally over the phone to the client it shows me that the lawyer didn't even know the facts of the case or the medicine of the case. My point is, just because one attorney turns down your medical malpractice case does not mean you have a bad case. Unfortunately, and increasingly, there are many, many, many lawyers screening cases, and there are also ad agencies that appear to be lawyers on the internet. And so you'll be on the internet, you'll do research, they're at the top of the search for whatever you typed in, and it turns out they're just like an ad agency. So you think, oh, this is a cool website, they're giving me good information, these are the guys I want to hire, and then you call or you click, and they're just sending you to some attorney, or maybe their operator will talk to you and collect some information, and then send it to some attorney, their local attorney who's paying them to generate leads for them. So you're not even talking to a lawyer. The person interviewing you may not even be taking down the information right, or their knowledge is so minimal because they're not attorneys that they're screening your case the wrong way and rejecting your case because somebody gave them a flow chart. So you're not actually getting a fair evaluation of your medical malpractice case. So you really need to be aware of that. The point is, some attorneys will screen medical malpractice cases, and all they're looking for is the easiest of easy cases. And if your case presents any possibility of a fight, they don't want it. So they tell you they're rejecting your case, and then when you talk to other attorneys, you tell them that somebody rejected your case, and that automatically prejudices them against your case. So beware of that, and make sure you talk to an actual attorney who's actually been practicing injury law and has some experience doing medical malpractice. Don't just call an agency or a paralegal or a clerk. You actually have to talk to an attorney who's been doing it for some time. You want to be careful about a young attorney trying to handle a medical malpractice case. I've been practicing law for almost 25 years, been around the block. I'm able to screen a case pretty quickly, and I'll tell you what the challenges are, but if it's a case, I can definitely give you answers. So if you or a loved one has been hurt by a doctor's mistake or medical negligence or medical malpractice, please feel free to give me a call, 312-500-4500. Always, that phone line always gets answered. My people will, if I'm not available, they'll take information, they immediately forward it to me. If I'm awake, unless I'm in court or trying a case or in a deposition, it pops up in my email and on my cell phone. I read it immediately, I call you back. Or if there's a time you need me to call you back, you can tell the operator that, I'll call you back. We'll have a detailed conversation. Now, you should be aware that until I actually read your medical records, I'm not going to be able to tell you whether I have a case or not. I can tell you whether it's a case that merits further investigation, and I'm happy to answer your questions, but I'm not one of, there's two kinds of attorneys. There's the kind of attorney who tells everybody who calls them, oh yeah, it's a great case. It's a great case. I'm going to get you so much money. Well, how would they know that without actually getting any documents on your case? The other kind of attorney is a more honest attorney. They tell you it sounds like your case has merit, but I'm really really going to have to investigate it more, right? Then you hire that attorney, they do the due diligence, then they're actually able to give you a better idea of whether you actually have a shot at recovery, winning your medical malpractice case. So if you'd like more information, if you need to talk to somebody about your medical malpractice situation, please feel free. Give me a holler, 312-500-4500. I was going to give you my office line, but I tell people to call my 24-hour line for new cases, because the cases get screened by people trained by me, and then they immediately forward me your info. So 312-500-4500. If you're watching this, it probably means you're dealing with an injury situation, so I'm sorry about that, but I hope everything's going okay. And if I can help you, or you have questions and you want to talk to me, please make the call. 312-500-4500. Take care, and thanks for watching.